Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Yep, you might be able to tell, I'm not at home. I decided to go on a little adventure. I went to my spawn area so that I could set up a bed and a chest, because there have been moments where I've died outside of my base after having broken a bed that I slept in. So we decided to make the long 6 or 7,000 block walk out to spawn with gear this time, and put a little chest there, put some food in it, put some torches and some wooden tools. So now everything is a little bit more caution minded, one might say. And now we gotta walk all the way home. And while I'm walking home, I want to show you guys a little bit of what I've been doing to prepare for today's episode. But I've been all over looking for this stuff, looking for flowers, looking for plants, so that we can build and, decorate the focus of this episode. So let me throw you guys into a little flashback, and we'll catch back up when I get back to my base. Enjoy. Alright, we are back. Hopefully you guys saw all of the craziness that I went through just to find the different plants and things that we needed. But on the bright side, we now have pretty much one of everything that we need, which is one of everything that we can find. And if you didn't notice from the title of the episode, yeah, we're building a greenhouse. Not much else to say, really. There's a lot that's going to go into it, and it's going to be kind of a crazy build. Let me show you where it's going to be. Okay, so we're up here in this storage room with the red path that goes out to the house, the red roofed house. We've got the yellow, which goes probably nowhere. There's 4 sides, so there's the yellow side. The dark oak, which goes to the dark oak tower, and then this way, the jungle way, is the way that we're going to go today. This is going to take us out to the greenhouse. Now, you might be wondering, why are we building a greenhouse? Well, there's not a lot that we can do in this world. And one of the goals that we set for ourselves in this early wood age, these were our 3 goals. The first one, vaguely build a storage system or build a base, which we're currently working on. Gather all the wood types. We did on day 1 because we needed it to be able to build. And then finally was get all of our plants and dyes. So now that we have those, we need a place to keep the flowers. We need a place to, to grow them and stuff. And also, you can kind of see over here, I've been using this adjoining plateau as a place where I can grow my trees. I grow my extra spruce trees and all the other trees just kind of haphazard on this little peninsula that comes off of our plateau. It's not been the best. So the other goal is to build a space where I can grow and cut down trees of different types without messing up the surrounding forest, because I don't really want to just clear a huge area where I grow new trees from. So we're gonna come out here. Yeah, probably right here is where we're gonna end up building this. It's gonna come out. There'll be a big. This will be the biggest building I've made yet. It'll be quite a substantial tree house. So yeah, just right in this area, we'll have to fill in this hole just a little bit. Actually, let's have a peek down in here. How dangerous is it? Oh, that's it. Cool. Yeah, we'll just bury this boulder, fill in the hole, and then we'll get to building. So I'm gonna clear this out and we'll show you guys what the platform's gonna look like. I died again. I fell. But hey. Okay, this is good to know. This is good to know. Okay, welcome back. Sorry, that was a interesting time lapse there, but we got the platform set up. Now I want to talk about some of the things like these trapdoors. These were supposed to let light be down there so that mobs didn't spawn, but they are clearly not working. And then these mangrove logs as well are not supposed to be here. They're placeholders so I could get these slabs down here for... There's going to be sand so that we can grow some cactus. Okay, let's go down and deal with the accidental mob farm that we created. I think this corner looks dark because I don't see any other corners where it seems too dark. It's dark over here. Yeah, we just might need a couple torches. Let me light this up. That should be enough. Just 4 torches. Okay, so let's talk about what's going to happen over here. This main platform is where we're going to have some trees. I think the way we're going to do it is like this. And we'll have all 4 of the giant tree types. So we'll do the other 2 over there. And that'll be it for down here. Kind of. How do I explain this? The actual greenhouse portion is not this. This is just the platform that's going to help us grow some trees. And then these are going to go up a few blocks, and the stairs are going to let us go up as well. They'll come up like this, and we'll be able to turn and go up here, and that's where our treehouse is going to be. I'm going to have a hard time trying to explain all of this, so I'm going to try something different where I do some free cam shots, and I'll just do a voiceover so that you guys can kind of get the idea of what's going, and maybe I'll speed it up. But yeah, let's do that, and I'll just get to building, and we'll get the structure in place. So for the top half of this treehouse build, there's not much to it other than the treehouse building. So the stairs come up from both directions on either side of this oval shape. There's a flat floor where we're just going to build a bunch of flower beds. And then the walls come up on either side, and there are a bunch of birch shelves to kind of give it that pop. And then all the accents are done using the jungle wood around the dark oak pillars. The concept is really simple, but using the fences and the trapdoors to get the right shape of that trellis roof was pretty hard, but I think it came out looking really good and like a greenhouse. Alright, so this is kind of where we landed with the design. The goal here is we're going to have all of these kind of filled in, and then we'll have a bank in the middle, and we're gonna put a whole bunch of plants in here. It should go from this light brown color to a pretty vibrant green color. Let me fix up this hole in the roof, and then we'll get to placing plants. Oh, it happened again. Man, I thought it was light enough down there. I'll have to go back and check that. Alright, we've got an inventory full of greenery. So first, this one obviously needs to go in the middle. And then I dressed up this side to look more like a shelf in a greenhouse, you know? So the goal here is to have a bunch of different flowers so that things start to look nice in a natural random kind of way. Put the short plants where we can see them, and we gotta make sure and trap these saplings in where they can't grow as well, because that would cause huge problems if they could grow. And then I forgot to bring my sunflowers, but in these corners we've got a spot for each of the 2 tall flowers, and then a barrel as well, where we can store multiples of them and bone meal as well. So this is a nice kind of departure from typical storage room, because now we have the shed over there, which is where we keep all of our animal and farm products. And now on this side, this is where we're keeping all of our plants. So it kind of lets things feel different without having to, you know, force anything. Alright, just one last plant on the inside. Bada bing, bada boom. Now this interior is done. There's some things that we can't do that I wish I could do. I wanted maybe vines or something, glowberries. I think maybe I can get some glowberries on these, but I don't have shears to stop them from growing all the way down. There's a couple issues to be had, but for now, it looks very, very green in here. It looks nice. I rearranged all of the flowers. There was enough different color options I wanted to have that we made some big changes. I swapped in some of these cherry saplings, which make a nice bright pink. I think it looks good in here. This is nice. This is all the flowers. I believe I used at least one of each type of flower, except for the eye blossom, but that's because the eye blossoms are going to go down here. Yes. So the goal is to have this bottom portion of the quote-unquote greenhouse have more of the, I don't want to call them the ugly plants, but that's basically what they are. We're going to stay up so we can see these eye blossoms open up. Oh, there's one already. Nice. I brought the cactus, but of course I didn't bring any sand. So the goal here, I think, is these mushrooms should grow down in the darkness here. These trapdoors go straight up, so it should be enough light to let the cactus grow. Okay, so all we're missing is sand for cactus. I've got a brown mushroom here, and I want to do a red mushroom on this side. Maybe we'll do 3 there. Find something else to put in the middle. And then we plant the other 3 trees. Alright, final ingredients acquired. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we put in our cactus. These are going to be slightly dangerous. We'll see if they cause us any problems. They're probably going to break our boots is what they're going to do. We got the mushroom in, and then we've got the last 2 big tree types. Bada bing. Bada boom. Alright, now I believe this greenhouse produces everything for us. We've got 4 tree types, and when these are down, we can also grow small trees in the corners of those if we'd like. We've got the 2 tall flowers. We've got lovely ambient spores. We kept... Oh, look at that. This one grew. Oh, and so did the dark oak. Nice. Well, that's a big one. Wow. Okay, so hopefully these 2 will grow as well. And let's have a look at it from out here. How does it look? You know, with the trees on the platform, it really kind of blends in. Gosh, it's big though. Look at that. The treehouse system is growing. Cool, cool. Yeah, I really like that. We've got our farm, place to live, storage, plants that includes trees, cactus, everything we can farm right now. And it's all in one really cool base. We brought the water in all the way out from the mountain using our aqueduct. We've done we've done some lore. If you guys saw that previous episode with the pale stump, you know what I'm talking about. It's just down there. If you haven't seen that episode, go ahead and check it out. So, this might be it. This might be the end of the Wood Age, guys. Let me know what you think. I am not sure if this is going to be the last episode in the Wood Age. There's still a couple ideas that I might try and do, but we're getting close. We're getting ready to move on into the Stone Age where we can access better tools and a whole new set of blocks. It'll be good. So leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Should we progress? Should we do one final challenge build before we leave? Or should we just move on? Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon.